Settling in now. So yesterday was, yeah, I did actually pass back out again after doing the show. I can't believe I got it, kept it together to do whatever it was. I don't think I'll ever watch that bit back. In fact, probably repeat most of the stuff I did then today, because I can't remember. I do remember finishing up with this, me old trusty SLR camera, and doing a bit of that. Did a bit of that. But I did put an extra. Oh, he said the crapple nearly slid off my lap pen. Okay, so we're doing a bit of that, weren't we? Yeah. Whoop, like that. Like that. A bit of that. There we are. Ooh. There we are. See the old lens at the shutter at the back doing its thing. So I've been starting to tidy up a little bit now in the house. It's much needed. I have let it get into quite a state. I guess partly because there's nothing like tidying up and then seeing the result, really feeling that you've achieved something. So here's the case for my new weapon of choice, I guess. So that's the case. It's downstairs. I uploaded some pictures from the New Year's Day bash. New Year's Eve bash was very different. It was lovely. Spent intimate night with a good friend Chris Lucanelli, which was just what I needed actually. And I wasn't sure what was going to happen afterwards. I was going to spend the New Year's and see if I'd get the, I don't know, the will to do anything else really, and I did. I thought, well, no, I just wander back via rafters and see a couple of lads I knew would be out, and yeah, it's all very good. I won't go on about the night, but it was very good. It did involve alcohol. It did involve shouting and dancing and taking some particularly bad pictures with the camera, which I was having real trouble with, which has made me realise I do need to practice a bit more with it. It's not just point and shoot, as you know, it's just not. But a couple of happy accidents happened. I'm very, very happy with at least 2 of the pictures. And if you see the pictures of me, I am really pickled. In fact, I probably still look like I've been sunbathing a bit. So yeah, the bedroom. So I've been playing a mental game of Jenga in my head today about how to reorganise the house and to have it so that by the end of this month it's going to look interesting. Oh my god, I think that's a delivery. Hang on, I think this might be the thing I ordered. Hang on a sec.
So they big one.
That's the one.
You try this Friday.
Yeah, I was away.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad you guys came back.
Yeah. Lovely.
Nice
one.
Okay, thanks. See you later. Bye. Yeah. Happy New Year now. Cheers. Wow. Okay, guys, this is my Christmas present to myself. I will. I'm not going to talk about that this show, but that's one of the things I've just bought that I shouldn't have done. But sometimes you just see a bargain, you can't help it. You know your current things are kind of out of date slightly, and it is so cheap and it does so many things that the old one didn't do, and you might as well. Only £100, mind. Right, so the bedroom's going to remain the bedroom, but it will be more or less the same. But these red units here, shelves, they're all going to meet. They're going to meet up with their cousins in here, which is supposed to be the studio, which will become a real dumping ground. But anyway, so if you bother to look at my website, you'll see there's a picture. These are actually on the front page at the bottom. You have to scroll right down to the bottom. So they're there. So they're going to be married up with the other ones, and I think we're going to put them all along the wall here. And then each of the cubby holes will actually have something in it. Where you will be with the barcode on the side, we'll see, and it will be a complete thing, like say like that, like a Zoom recorder with a battery and possibly memory stick holder, because it's micro ones, you know, just so that it's all fully functional, and it's a little thing. probably a little USB lead. I've got a few USB leads as it happens. Various things need to be married up. This is my Philips natural daylight. Oh, it's still got power. Bizarre. But this is for people with seasonal affective disorder. It's still got power in the battery. That's incredible. So what it does is it gives off a nice blue light, and it convinces you into thinking it's daylight, so that in these horrible long winter months you feel you get a good shot of the old sun. Proper, you know, industrial summer day style. And these are much better than the other sad lights because you can actually do things. You can put it there and I can still see, like that. Can't believe that's still got power on it. I'm going to stop that now. I've got to find the charger for that. That's why I haven't been able to use it. Oh, that makes quite a natty light. Anyway, actually, bit blue. So these shelves here, because they're going to have to move. I think they're going to move over here, and they'll be loaded up with some of the separates and things. Try and get some of the musical things that aren't working. Just try and get things working in here. Things working in a place. Not sure. This corner possibly, maybe a desk for doing a more formal type of the show later on, as my perfectionism and experience of broadcasting becomes better. Probably should become more corporate and maybe have a desk. Maybe I'll wear some better clothes. Clothes I'm wearing today, I'm wearing my Johnny B. Good t-shirt, which needs an iron, but I haven't ironed anything for ages. Don't see the point. And I'm wearing my, you know, typical, whatever they're called, sort of sensible trousers with zips into shorts and a bit of grease on that, and my lovely Nike Frees. I suppose if anyone knows me, you would have seen me wear these on various occasions. Okay. So that's that. So yeah, you can see that it's starting to take form. Talked about my clothes. Talked about an object. Right. Talking about what I'm going to do in the house. But this time I really will do it. I've got to, haven't I? Choice. I'm stuck here. Okay, so we've got the whack of wires there. Hopefully most of those will be in use by the end, because I do want to get rid of things I don't need. The bathroom's looking a bit better. Not great. We've done all this though, haven't we? Yeah, I'm not going to bother with that room. Right. I think we looked at the hat, didn't we, yesterday? We looked in the studio, because they're going to, in the gallery it's going to be, isn't it, a gallery space? So I did do the washing up. There's a tiny bit more washing up. Done all that. Got some clothes drying. First bit of drying. Got some towels in there now. It's really interesting. Right, let me think. Oh yeah, it's people. Yeah, I really want to make this is very important. You might go, yeah, John's on telly. He thinks he's so great. Oh, look at him. He's going on about his stuff. He really, you know, he's really. Why is he doing this? It's all an ego thing. Well, as I tell people, I don't have an ego. That, which is actually probably the most egotistical thing you can say. But how can I prove that? It's because I don't mind doing things that will just could promote complete ridicule. I'm at the point now where it's sounding like a bit quivery, like I'm trying to prove something. Because I don't want to. I don't want to prove anything. I don't want to try too hard, or just like I don't want to even know. Oh, it's getting quite emotional. I just don't want to just fulfill any role other than being me. Okay? Is that okay? That's it. I just want to be me. Thank you. So with that in mind, do something. I don't know, this could get me banned from Ustream. he said, as the laptop goes. I don't know. I don't want to share too much, but do something that could promote ridicule. So I'm going to tickle my nipple with a cactus. But maybe I won't. Maybe I won't show you the nipple. Okay. But it's happening. Okay. It's the cactus. I got. Thank you, Lenka from No Man's Land. Gave us one of the No Man's Land cactuses after the event. Unfortunately, it took me a while to find it. It was in the bottom of one of my bags, and it suffered a little bit. But anyway, so I'm just gonna. It's dropping crap. Actually, there's no point. There's no point in not showing the nipple. Okay, so sorry if this offends. Okay, I'm gonna tipple the nipple with a cactus. Here we go. Ow! So there we are. I hope that proves to you that I don't really mind. It's not doing it to be some sort of ego or celebrity or be found or discovered. Just got to do it. Just got to do it. Okay, so the room that I've got, this room's weird. I mean, I don't particularly like it. It's overrun with things, and that was the idea, but it really is overrun with things, although we've got dirt all over my keyboard. So, you know, it's going a bit more analogue now with cathode ray tube telly. VHS, I was dubbing a VHS for my friend yesterday. He basically, Ian Sylvester did a few trips back in the day, and he did bungee jumping and rope swinging, and those are the things, you know, you pay extra, you get the video, but he just wants to prove to his kids that he actually did have a life once, so that's good. You can save a lot of time and effort if you just do a bungee jump. I wasn't going to do one, but then I did because I found out I was being made redundant, and I thought it was the best way to celebrate getting made redundant from that horrible place, so I did a bungee jump. And after that, all the things I'd been like, oh no, I don't think I want to do that, I'll be a bit scared. Just did everything. Haven't done, you know, things that might cause death in horrible, painful ways. Obviously, there's a risk of dying at any time. So, right, what I've done is I've moved the pool table to the corner, and the idea being I can load that up. Did I do any of this yesterday? I can't remember. Load that up with hi-fi gear and old turntables and, you know, even old MP3 players. You can say that now. Some of them are quite old now. And just do mixes. So, but I've always wanted to DJ, and I've always been scared that people might not like it, and I'll get booed. And people ask me for R&B when I just want to punch them in the face and say we don't do that here. But I will be playing, and it will be awesome. Not sure when it's going to happen yet. I mean, it is, the rest of the day is marked down for sorting stuff out, but I'm in no rush. This is the thing I realised, the amount of stress that's just left me knowing that I'm not going to be leaving the house for a whole month. I'm not worried about missing out on anything, because I'm not missing out on anything because I'm staying in all month. So the only thing I'll miss out on is not making this time I have here enjoyable for myself and others. Speaking of which, if you want to pop round, not a desperate plea, but if you want to pop round, we'll dig out an old Laserdisc, you know, or something. I've got Kate Bush, the whole story, all the Kate Bush videos. Always goes down well. People who've never met Kate Bush before. I do seem to be repeating myself. I think probably from one of the previous shows way back, which aren't. They did go somewhere, I guess. So what other things? Yeah, so I do want to maybe set up like some. I've got a flash kit somewhere, so I want to set up a flash kit somewhere which is semi-permanent, and take pictures of me in various outfits, and try and find some old pictures of me wearing those clothes, seeing as I've kept everything, and try and match them up. There's that. I may well take pictures of the food that I'm eating. All these are in the name of, you know, oh, I've got to do something hearty with this, so let's have a body of work contained within a certain part of the shenanigans that is happening. So that's all just, you just got to do it. You've got to document these things, you know, maybe put them in boxes for a future date. And if I carry on talking like this, I'm just going to get myself into more trouble. It's worth. So what we got? Oh, is that we got 50 to halfway through already? Okay, which is good in some ways. In some ways, it's bad because I think I ran out of things to say. So, music. Now, I did ask a couple of people informally if it will be alright to play music, their music, and I kind of got a yes. So I'm going to do it anyway, but I know I'm not going to be breaking any copyright things. I will be trying to do some of my own music and, as always, open for collaborations. So let's just see what happens if I get iTunes up. Please don't crash. Ha! Oh! No! It wants to update. No, you see, this is why my Mac days are very, very, very limited now. Very limited. I mean, a lot of people slagged off Steve Jobs and said, yeah, you know, all he did was take a couple of big, strong tabs of LSD and decide to take over by releasing a wonderful computer that was better than everything else. That's wonderful. He kind of did that in some ways. I was always a bit iffy about it, but now he's gone. There's no one to blame. There's no figurehead, and without that, they've gone even more stupid than ever. What? Apple Maps. Anyway, not that I bothered to encounter that. Now my washing machine started making a funny noise. Isn't something that's good. That's really weird. It sounds like just that. I wonder if it's. Is it in there? Yeah, maybe it's the filter down there. I don't know. There's not much happening there at the moment. It's just really. Oh, there we go. So this is the replacement washing machine I got. Because my other one went wrong. I'm not going to go into too many details about that. It's very sensitive, but just when you tell people how to use things, just expect them not to do that, what you tell them, because what's the point? What is the point in trying to explain to people how to use pieces of technology when they're just going to do exactly whatever they want with them? And unfortunately, then they will usually go wrong. I'm not oh dear, I've got to come on, perk yourself up, Johnny, perk yourself up, you're going to get yourself down. So I can't do music. Oh, let's agree. What's the worst thing that can happen? It'll download stuff and I'll lose my connection and this show will just be pointless. It won't have a proper end. Agree. How long would it be if I was to scroll down? Yeah, no one's going to read that. Oh, it's been done to death. Yeah, agree. Oh, well that was quick. Show details about your library with Apple. No, I don't think so. So let's see. Okay, so there's a bit of Joey Fat there. Is this the new one? Okay. Oh. Now, I'm supposed to be doing a video. I'm going to do a video for this track with the footage I've already taken.
I was confused and I was rude and I apologise.
You hear that alright?
You drew conclusions, you asked me if I knew you. Well, now I think I do.
So I've got to make a video for
when
this
I was
one.
smaller as I am now again, I truly loved the random. You close Marina with your scattergun arcade approach, but I've got the charts sewn up, got the charts sewn up, got the charts sewn.
I think the line that attracted me in this was the rock star that wanted to be a clerk, which I like.
I covered my house with newspapers and magazines, not for insulation, but to get some perspective. I got my old charts and dice to help me decide and let them choose.
So I'm allowed in the garden.
I drew parallels, I also drew some graphs. You would have been proud. How many friends would have laughed to see me hunched over the ladies, the pop star that wanted to be a clown.
That's the line.
The pop star that wanted to be a clown. The clown that became a pop star.
The clerk that became a pop star.
Acting on my own free will and vagaries of chance, I came up
There
with
we
some complicated sums. I don't know if it pleases you, I plan to hang around, leaving ugly cops and twice outlive your son. I can see the way you're waiting it. I'm not going in a car, but with a whipper when I'm done. Sigh, you know that.
Actually, this could be the video. I don't need to edit a video, I could just insert this bit. Actually, these days, bit of Mozilla Firefox search thing, git download helper, which now works with Mac, and you can copy videos. Most video clips you can actually just copy them onto your computer, ready for editing. Which is, I guess, handy. It means I can take other people's footage of whatever they film and use it for something else. But I don't like editing. Is that too loud? Oh, we're running out. What's the time now? Okay, ooh. Okay, let's go in the loft. So, I think we've seen most of the rooms now. Yeah. I've got to get black permanent marker to just refresh the visitor logo on the front of the hard hat, which I wore New Year's Eve. It was a lot of fun. Those of you that know me well know that I have been known to take whole collections of hats to nights. I think the Cage in Lingfield started having a New Year's Eve wear a hat night thing. They liked it. That's wonderful. I feel like I'm talking too much about myself. Yeah, can't pick myself up. Maybe I'll have to rather practice on the nipple again later on to bring myself down. Not on camera, mind. I really so much of that sort of thing. Okay, so the loft ladder. Now, sadly, because of health and safety nonsense, that wouldn't be classed as a safe way to actually have a loft conversion. You can't use that ladder with a loft conversion. You'd be very, very bad. These days there's so much stuff that's bollocks in this country. Well, not in this country, everywhere. Yeah. So there we are, and the Joey Fat fades into the background. Oh, that was good. I like them. Oh, there's another one. We won't have too much of that. Hang on. Oh, it's good track though, this one. Maybe we'll just turn it down a bit. This is one of my faves when I even do this one. Sends shivers down my spine. No, I stop it. Come on. Here we go. If you do have any music that you'd like me to play during my shows, that's fine, as long as you own the copyright or whatever. I still don't know if the boys are going to be happy about that, but I didn't slag them off, did I? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to slag it off. So here's the loft, which has more or less been the same since I moved here. Things have been shuffled around a bit. Most of the electronic items are now downstairs. There's a few electronic items still up here, some of which I don't know will ever work again, but we'll have a look. I mean, there's some interesting stuff here. While I was going through my books, because I did take a lot of my favourite books back to my dad's, because I've been through the books before, and so the ones I've got here I could bear to part with. One of them was a book on how to record music with a 4-track tape recorder. So we got one of those here. Something I always wanted, couldn't get. This is a shame. Computers were my thing, that's what I wanted, but there was always the chance that one day I'd be able to afford one of these. I think I got this at a car boot sale for about £4 or someone gave it to me or something. So 4-track tape recorders. Let's talk about them. That'll be my object for the day, and that should finish the show up quite nicely, hopefully. Now, the thing about 4-track tape recorders, they just used normal cassette tapes, so they were really cheap to run. Not like these reel-to-reel things. I did in my possession for a short while have a 1/2-inch 8-track reel-to-reel tape recorder. I've already got some tapes around here somewhere, which I don't know. I'll have to have a word with Stuart, the man with the plan. He might be able to transfer them for me at the secret location where he works. Oh, it's just going to drop this laptop. Right, it's a lot smaller than the picture on the front. Okay. Right, simple. Should we take it? Let's take it downstairs. Is there anything else in the box? Is there like a power supply? What's that? It's like a jack. Oh no. See, another thing which needs a power supply. I haven't got a power supply in the box. It's got some interesting more leads though. I can put those on the lead rack. That's good. Yeah. Oh well. Okay, let's go and have a quick chat about this. So this is something that is definitely going to be used to sort of show you how cool old technology was. So we'll make a little 4-track demo one of these days. Okay. I don't know. Go in the loo. Whoa! Okay. It's getting a little bit hectic now. Okay, so what we got here? Okay. It's not very good, is it? Hang on. I just want to shift around on the loo. So yeah. 4-track tape recorder. Yeah, what we've got here outside from Gentle. But you can see, maybe you can't, yeah, there's tape heads there. So when you're listening to a normal cassette tape, you've got 4 tracks anyway on a cassette tape. There's one for one side of the stereo, one for the other side of the stereo on one side of the tape. And then when you flip the tape, there's one side for one side of the stereo for that side of the tape and one for the other side of the tape. Whereas a 4-track tape recorder, believe it or not, can play and record all 4 tracks at the same time. So the quality is actually as good as a normal tape. So there you are. You've got input there, headphones there. You've got a line in and a line out. Sorry, I'm not even trying to hold it up to the camera. So let's have a look. So you select a record function. So whichever track you want to record onto, you click the thing, and then you change the input level on that. Levels are very important, kids. Don't care what you have to say about digital being a more robust medium and da da da. Get your levels right. Always important. Even just get them right. There's not much you can do with digital stuff as well if it's over. Analog used to just do some strange things, but you wouldn't get with digital. So actually the levels, it's not as important with this, but it should be. We'll see what happens, maybe what happens if you overload it. Trim, not sure what that does. Band, hi-fi, multi-track, not sure what that does yet. Dolby, very important. Dolby takes off the top end of the hiss. Okay, so nearly up to half an hour. So we'll see if that works. Chances are it may do. Cassette tapes, usually the little rubber bands inside them go. So you never know. And that's it of that. So hope that it wasn't too boring for you today. And if you want to contribute, send me an email or something I can read out. I was going to do Facebook news. I don't really know if I have time. Let's just have a quick look, eh? Nah, sod it. Anyway, I'm sure there's lots of interesting things happening in the world, and I like to think I prefer the Facebook news to the real news, but I do still listen to the real news on the radio, but the actual watching the news is far too shocking. So thank you for broadcasters for thinking I need to see shocking images to understand the stories that then don't become shocking. So now, due to my I don't know, lack of watching shocking stories on the television with lots of horrible pictures, that if I do actually catch sight of them, the true horror of the situations appear and I decide not to watch them. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Anyway, thank you. Now, still, as you can tell, a little bit fried, but, you know, getting there. So, yeah, bye.